Hi. In today's video I want to talk about my ball head and gimbal head setup for wildlife photography and birds in flight when I'm shooting from a tripod. So I have here in front of me Really Right Stuff's BH40 ball head. That is their mid-range size ball head. They make a much bigger one called the BH55. And if you own something like a 500 f4 lens or a 600 f4 lens, then you probably want that bigger ball head, the BH55. But for those of us that have Tamron or Sigma 150 to 600 lenses, or the one that I'm using lately, Sony's 200 to 600 lens, those lenses aren't really all that massive, and this BH40 ball head can certainly support the weight. Okay, it is a bit of an expensive ball head, but I do have an alternative for you which will save you half the cost of the Really Right Stuff ball head, and I'll put a link to both of these, both the Really Right Stuff one and this alternative that I'm talking about, in the description below. Alright, so the first product, of course, is your ball head. The second product that I use to get my camera into a gimbal head type situation is something that hardly anybody's heard of before. It's a 4th Generation Designs multifunction companion. You can see that it's a small product. It's not massive. It's easy to carry with you. It weighs less than 2 pounds, and it has 2 functions. It functions as a macro slider, and I'll do a special video on that at a later time. But for now, let's get it set up, and I'll show you how to use it for wildlife photography. All right, so the first thing you do is you drop your main camera attachment down into the vertical slot, and you tighten up your main ball, but you leave your rotation loose. Then you take your multifunction companion. It has this stop knob here, so it can't go all the way down. It won't go further than that. You slide it in, and then you tighten it up just like you tighten the control on your camera. Then you grab your lens. This happens to be Sony's 200 to 600, and it's got a different tripod foot on it than the original that came with it. I've done a video about that in the accessories video. You can see which tripod foot I recommend. But anyway, you lift this knob up here, you slide this on, you close that knob, and now you can see that you're balanced over your tripod. You can let go of the setup and it isn't going anywhere. And you've got all of your range of motion that you need to follow moving wildlife and even birds in flight with this easy, lightweight setup. Again, there are 2 products here that I've talked about, and I highly recommend both of them. First of all, it's Really Right Stuff's BH40 ball head, and second of all, it's 4th Generation Designs multifunction companion. Very easy, lightweight setup and great for wildlife. And I appreciate you watching my video and hope to see you soon.